Hey everyone, Mike here from Watch It Paint It, and in this video I'll be unboxing the new 4-player co-op game from Games Workshop called Lost Relics. This was kindly sent to the channel for free by Games Workshop for us to review, so thank you very much for that. Now, I played the crap out of Blackstone Fortress and loved it. I actually played it a couple weeks ago for an entire weekend. It's also a 4-player co-op, a dungeon crawler, although it is set in the 40k universe. So before I even look inside, one major difference between Blackstone Fortress and this game is the number of models. This game only has 5 models, where Blackstone Fortress had dozens. Another major difference will be the price. I don't know the exact price yet, but I do know this one will be substantially cheaper. So first off, we have the rulebook, and it's not super thick, so if you're new to co-op board games, you won't find this too daunting. The rules look pretty straightforward at first glance, and I'll be doing a how to play video on this game, once I teach myself how to play. Next, there's a set of game tiles for creating the maps that your heroes will adventure in, and the monsters in this game are represented by tokens. Next, there's a stack of cards for treasure, character initiative, and I'm not sure what else. I'll take a look at these later. Then we have the 4 character models on sprues, and these are the snap-to-fit kind, so you don't need glue if you don't want to use it, or if you don't plan on painting these. Then there's the character data sheets, or character sheets, and also the monster data sheets, I believe. And it wouldn't be a Games Workshop game without a pile of 6-sided dice. And I just noticed this, but the box actually has molds to hold all of your assembled models. That's awesome, and I hope that becomes a new trend. Okay, just a quick look at the game tiles next, and here's what I'm thinking for this game. It looks like it's going to have a pretty quick setup, and the game itself will be fairly straightforward to play. It's got 12 missions in the rulebook, and I'm guessing each one is probably going to take an hour or 2 to complete. This is the kind of game my wife and I would spend an entire weekend playing from beginning to end, and then probably never play it again. But for normal human beings, it doesn't mean it won't have replayability. You certainly can. Each time you play, you can use different characters, and the loot is random from each level. You can also easily create your own maps and scenarios. If you're an Age of Sigmar player, then you can also take the models from the game and use them as proxies in your Stormcast Eternals army, or if you're a D&D player, you can use the game pieces as dungeon tiles and the tokens for enemies. Next, I'll take a look at the cards for the heroes and bosses you'll be using in this game. If you've played Blackstone Fortress, you'll recognize the squares for action dice. Each character has their own special abilities that they can use, listed at the bottom of the card. Then there's a big stack of enemy leader cards. Each one also has their own special abilities listed. Finally, you have a deck of smaller game cards. These have a turn counter card, because some missions have a countdown mechanic, and then you have a bunch of treasure cards, a bunch of stat cards for the normal enemies you'll face, and the player initiative cards. Since making this video, I've played the first 2 missions, and I can say that so far it feels like a cross between Massive Darkness and Blackstone Fortress, both of which are fun games. I'll be making a how to play video next, so keep your eyes peeled for that one, and thanks for watching.